We've been an Adobe user for many, many years. We love their products, of course, many do in our industry and in the design community. But we always needed a solution to help us prepare files for print that played well with the Adobe Creative Suite. And PitStop, when we found it, was the perfect fit for us because we knew Acrobat like the back of our hand in design, Photoshop, Illustrator. But now we had another tool that we could use to get under the hood with PDF files by hand and prepping and adjusting, correcting PDF files for print and do it within Acrobat on its way to imposition and plating. So PitStop was a beautiful find for us 20 years ago when we first found it after having used Adobe for 30 plus years now.
When I first started working in pre-press, it was taught that we were a very custom shop and we go in and we make sure that the client gets the cleanest files possible. And so I started out learning on PitStop because to my knowledge, that's really the best way to change the PDFs after they're sent to us. And so we go in and we change a lot of things and fix a lot of things, and it's been a tool that I kind of grew here learning. From day one, I came into pre-press. So for me, it's kind of always been part of the workflow. We're a very custom printer, so typically our days are going through customer client files using PitStop and creating new actions, new pre-flights specific for each customer, and basically just getting our files as clean as we can before they go to press. And to be honest, I don't think that we could survive without PitStop with the customization that we do here. The ability to change colors, 4-color blacks, margins, bleeds automatically through PitStop, and being able to organize them all very clean for our clients. Yeah, I've been here so long and I can't think of a way or a time where I ever didn't have that option to go into a already exported PDF and be able to change those things that we need to fix. So it's really been crucial in our entire company's workflow.
So clients don't always send in print-ready files. So we use Enfocus to help us make sure all the colors are right, to make sure all the layouts are there. Presses require specific marks so that they can get everything all lined up. It's like having a little personal assistant help you get everything squared away and ready to go. So primarily when we get files ready for press, I use PitStop Pro, and that helps me pick out little details that need adjusting. PDF files are really finicky. You can't really take the PDF software and go in and fix what you need to fix. One of the things that we fix is 4-color blacks. So customers will send in small type and they use C, M, Y, and K to make a black, which makes it really difficult to get the colors to line up on press so they get nice, crisp text. So that's one of the things that we have to go in and fix. And if you use just the PDF software, Acrobat, you can't go in and fix things like that. The PDFs are a lot more complicated than I think people realize. There's lots of parts to it. It's really easy to break something if you don't have the right precision tools. So that's what PitStop helps with. It has those special selectors. It works with the PDF and its complexities to help make the process a lot more simple and to iron everything out the way we need so that we can do our job well. I've been working at Liberty Press for 2.5 years now. And I actually came in with no idea how to do any of it, the pre-press side, or I didn't know any of the software except for the Adobe Suite. But lucky for me, it ended up being pretty easy to figure out and learn how to do. So my manager sets up all the actions based on the individual client needs. And then when I first started, all I had to do was click a button and go, and it was all taken care of. So that eased a lot of pressure for me in making sure that the files were okay. I didn't have to worry that I would accidentally mess anything up. It just kind of came together on its own. I was in charge of training the new employee that we have, and we now have PitStop Server as well, so our whole workflow is completely automated.
It's been nice because we have had some employees get trained here and they didn't quite last, but that was before we had some of our new workflows in place. And specifically with someone who doesn't have a lot of print knowledge, it's been a huge blessing having that software and that automation, because we have so many things that we have to make sure we get right on files, that not having to worry about the cleanup side and having that all automated is really valuable when you're training someone. And it's really helpful for them to learn the rules of printing and things like that when they don't have to worry about the intricacies that we have that PitStop automates for us.
I learned about file specifications maybe a year or something into my training. Since then, I can now set up my own automatic actions. I can figure out how to link pre-flights and actions so they work together. I've gotten a lot better at using all the ins and outs of the software that we have.
Well, the PitStop server for us is great because that's usually set up before it even gets to me. Matt usually sets those up for us. And so we still use our PitStop Pro every day. I mean, it's just part of our day. It's part of the workflow. But now we're getting files cleaner before they get to us, because when they submit them through Switch, they're already run through the PitStop server. So it's not only just a double check, but it's speeding up our workflow on the back end. We're having to clean up less things. We're getting much cleaner, more optimized files. So PitStop server's been, in the last year, kind of new for us, but it's been amazing because it's just another double check and creating a faster workflow for us on the back end. We do everything from, we're doing phone books quite a bit, and then we're getting a lot of magazines, we're getting hunting guides, catalogs, college education, but just all different kinds of work. Still newsprint, and then some high-end glossy stuff as well. And every one of those gets a different PitStop workflow.